Good afternoon. My name is Victoria Aligo, and I am going to do a presentation on the PARCC. What is PARCC? PARCC stands for Partnership for Assessments of Readiness for College and Careers. They are new assessments that are going to be implemented in the 2014-2015 school year. Are PARCC assessments nationwide? Very interesting. PARCC is currently being implemented in 23 states, including New Jersey. These states work together to develop a set of assessments to measure whether or not a student is on the right track to be successful in college or their career. Their goal is to make sure that all students are prepared for college or a career. Not everyone is looking to go to college. There are so many other different types of careers that a college is not necessary. And in this test all students.
Please pardon the interruption.
What exactly are these
Please
tests?
come to the main office.
PARCC is a performance-based assessment that is able to identify critical thinking skills and problem-solving skills that, according to studies, are not measured too well on previous used tests. Testing for grades K-12 for math and English language and arts literacy is what is going to be tested on PARCC. Now, the PARCC will be given twice a year. The first testing window is March 2nd to 27th, 2005, and that is a performance-based assessment. The second testing window is April 20th to May 22nd, 2005, and that is an end-of-the-year assessment. PARCC test is based upon the idea that assessment is a tool for enhancing teaching and learning. It is a different kind of test. The old tests look for the right answers. The PARCC tests look for evidence that a student understands. Now, Wallace has been preparing for this test. We were a pilot site during the 2013 and 2014 school year. This helped us to understand what we had to look forward to during this school year. We had network upgrades and made additional software purchases so that we would have enough computers for the children to practice on and take the test with. So, what does the PARCC test actually do? First of all, it identifies students who are at risk. Secondly, it measures what a student should know on each grade level. Now, once we identify an at-risk student, we, as parents and educators, can make a plan and help the child to catch up. In Wallace, we have many programs that are already in functioning programs that help children. In math, in English, language arts, we have response to intervention, where children are tested in kindergarten and first grade, and when they identify that there is an issue, then they are given additional help from the reading specialist teachers. One more thing, the math assessment focuses on reasoning and modeling real-world problems. The English language arts assessments include writing short essays based on previous reading. Any questions? Okay, let's move on here. PARCC assessments are aligned with Common Core state standards. What are Common Core state standards? The answer to that is what a student should know. The New Jersey State Board of Education defined what a student should know in the grades K through 12. And to further explain, in the state of New Jersey, the standards are revised every 5 years. Don't confuse the standards with curriculum. Two different areas. Actually, the curriculum is done on the local level of government, and the standards are done on the state level. Here at Wallace School, we are using the model curriculum. The model curriculum was implemented by the state of New Jersey to help the local school districts with a guideline. Within that curriculum, we are using the following programs. We have Reading Wonders as our reading program, and for math, we have Singapore Math, which is two very, very new and wonderful programs. The teachers are very happy with those programs. Okay. Yeah. Students with special needs will be able to have special accommodations. Now, up until this point, all of the information applied to regular and special education.
Okay, great.
Now I would like to discuss the PARCC in terms of special education.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go over this. They are as follows, according to the manual approved by the PARCC Governing Board. First of all, read aloud accommodations on the ELA part of the test, with no requirement that the test taker be unable to read text to speech. In other words, if someone needs to have a question read aloud, they will have those accommodations. Students who use sign language will be allowed to have some parts of the test interpreted. That's very, very good accommodation. So it will enable these children to have a good start on taking this test. Okay, let's see, continue over here. Some students will be allowed to dictate their responses. Notations will be made on the students' score reports that no claims can be made about their ability in decoding and fluency. So therefore, as to explain, as they were able to have the test read to them, they will also be allowed to verbally give their answers as responses. And that's a very, very good, another good accommodation for children that are struggling. Okay? Now, some students will be allowed to use calculators during the math part of the test. There's another one, extended time, a very, very, very important accommodation because children won't be in a rush to have to take the test and have that stress of, you know, I need to finish, I need to finish, I need to finish. That is another accommodation that will ensure that everything was done for their success. Okay. A different setting for the test taker. Now, maybe the child is uncomfortable in the library where everyone else is on the computers. It might just make them nervous. It might not be the right setting. So that will also be another additional accommodation for children that need to have a different setting. And it'll be discussed with the parents, not only a decision from the school administrators or the school personnel. The parents will have a large involvement in this. Spell check, in case they need help spelling. That's going to be available, as well as audio support and headphones. That's another good accommodation. Another one, repeat directions. As we know, in a lot of children's IEPs, repeating directions will help the child to better understand the question, give him more time to think about the question and think about, not what his response is at that moment, but just to understand what the question it is and what is expected of him. Okay.
All right, I'm just trying to
We're on 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes now?
Yeah.
Right now. No. Okay, wait. A video of a human interpreter for test directions. So there'll be a video available so the child can even have his directions told to him by an adult on a video. Braille tests and assistive technology. Okay. Okay. I'm finished. In closing, the PARCC tests have met with a lot of controversy, but it is anticipated to have a positive impact on the entire field of education. The State Department of Education advised the districts that the test is not mandatory, but a student cannot be, that a test is mandatory, but the student cannot be forced to take the test. The test is also not required for the child to move to the next level.